Hello everyone, good afternoon all of you. I think now you guys can hear me properly. Can someone respond?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Okay, today I am going to do the practical session for the previous one macros, as well as the last week. I think some of you students asked for the answers for the in the previous exam. Okay, I am not going to teach you the whatever the MCQ type, but there are essay type questions available. However, I discussed today. Okay, let's go to the macros lab session. Okay, now I think I have already discussed first and two, and the three. Write a C program to find the summation and multiplication of two number using the macros. I think you guys can do this one. And second one, write the C program to find the odd even number using the macro. Okay, you can check whether so you got to find the odd or even using the macro. Okay, that means odd or even. That what you can do. I think it's very simple. Right. See, man. See, lion. Let's say new project. See executable. The question now, write C program to find the odd and even for a given number using the macro. So when you enter whatever the number, you have to provide whether it is odd or even. You know, if the number is perfectly divisible by 2, it is odd. Sorry, it is even. Otherwise, it is an odd number. Okay, what you can do here, you can write the macro as a hash define. And let's say is odd or even or whatever the name you like for the function macro name. Okay, this macro name is not given, therefore we can use whatever the name is, odd or even. So then as a parameter you need to pass a number. Likewise, let's say int x. Okay, however, you know that data type is not required for the macros, therefore just x is enough. Okay, it can be either integer or the char or float or whatever the one. Okay, based on the macro call, it automatically identifies this x is a which that mean variable type of the x. Okay, therefore what you can do here, you can try it x perfectly divisible by 2, x modulus 2 equal 0. Okay, if the x modulus 2 equal 0, then we can say it is odd, sorry, even, perfectly divisible. Otherwise, it is odd. Okay, you have to check whether this x value is perfectly divisible by this whatever what did you mean that 2. Okay, if it is perfectly divisible, then it is a even number, otherwise odd. Okay, then what you can do here, you can ask user to enter a number, then scanf percentage d, declare a number first, int number, you can pass and number, Okay, then you can provide the printf the number is, so here it's give you the even or odd. That means this is not a character, this is string type. Okay, therefore you have to use %s. Okay, and /n. After that you can call that is odd or even and pass that number. Okay, try to run this program whether it's working properly. Enter number 7. The number is odd. Again run this one. Let's say 6. It is even. Okay, I think you guys can understand this one properly. Okay, likewise the next one is convert the temperature. Okay, Fahrenheit to centigrade, centigrade to Fahrenheit. Though however the equation is available, you have to use this equation. Okay, next one is write a macro that return true if it is divisible by 10. So it is same as the odd and even. So see, very simple thing. Check whether it is divisible by 10. Okay, so you can divisible by 10 and false otherwise, true and false. So what you can do here, if it is let's say is divide 10 or something, is divide 10, then check whether x divisible 10 equal 0, then it mentioned as returns true and return false. So then true, otherwise false. So enter number. The number divisible by 10 is divisible and this one. Okay, you can run this one. Let's say number 67. The number is divisible by 10 is false because 67 cannot be divisible by 10. Again run. Let's say 50. Number divisible by 10 is true. Okay, and remember that this true and false is not the Boolean values because there is no Boolean types in C programming language. Okay, this is just text. If you want, you can put whatever the name you like. Let's say hello. Otherwise, hi. Whatever the thing you can put. Okay, then let's say 78. It is high. That means not divisible by. If it is not divisible, this is the else part. No, it is not divisible. It is high. Or otherwise, if it is divisible, let's say 60, then it is hello. Okay, whatever the text you can substitute to here. Okay. Then 8, 7 and 8, I think that is also okay. I will do that one. The write a macro is digit that return true if the argument is a decimal digit. Okay, suppose that user enter only a one character. Okay, if it is a character, you have to check whether it is a that mean decimal or not. That means suppose that user enter 1 2 3 4 1 to 9, that means it is a decimal digit. If user enter any other one, that means hash 10 k abc or any alphabet character or whatever the one, suppose that it is not a decimal digit. Okay, what you can do here, you can write let's say another one, hash define let's say, I think the name is digit. Copy and paste it here. Okay, and you have to provide that character. Okay, let's say character is C or something, C or X or whatever, you can use whatever the thing you like. Okay, then what you can do, okay, let's use the X as it is, like you use here. Then you have to use this X. Suppose that this X is a character. Okay, if the X is a character, you have to check whether if it is a decimal digit, that X should be between 0 to 9. Okay, suppose that it is a vowel. Suppose that we ask you to check the vowel. If it is vowel, the character should be that A, E, I, O, U. Okay, it can be either E, I, O, likewise. Okay, however, now you know there is a range available. It is not required to check one by one like vowel A, E, I, O, U. Here 0 to 9. So what you can do here, you can check that one. X greater than or equal, take the 0 ASCII value of the 0. Okay, and x less than or equal 9, 0 to 9, greater than 0 and less than or equal 9. Okay, then if it is true, you know the ternary operator, true. Okay, if this one is true, what you can do, return true. Yeah, if it is true, return true. So you can use true. Okay, else false. Okay, so what you can do now, here we suppose that this is a character. Okay, then what you have to do, then we have to take this one as a character value, char. Let's say char C or something. Okay, then percentage C, take the C, enter a character. Okay, now take this one as C. Then what you can do, let's say is the character digit let's say is character digit. Here you return true or false. So you can call this one, how to call, is digit. Okay, you can call is digit and pass the C. Okay, then you can run this program. Enter character. Let's say T. Is the character digit false? It is false. It return false because it is not belong to this range 0 to 0 and 9. Okay, let's say character, let's say 7 is character digit true, so that is true. Okay, okay, suppose that we take this one as a integer value, x as integer value, because there is no data type available. Suppose that this is integer value. Here we put 0, greater than 0 and less than 9. Suppose that user enter a digit. Okay, then check whether it is true, otherwise false. Okay, now try to run this program. Character, let's say T, it is false. However, character 7, okay, here 7 also mentioned as false. So why? What is the reason? It is in between 0 to and 9, 7. Still it is false. The reason is here the x is treated as an integer value. Here integer value. X treated as an integer value because you check less than 0. Okay, therefore you have to pass an integer value. But what happened here? You pass, is it integer value? So this is a character value. Okay, therefore what you have to do? So I think it's better you mute your mic. So now take this one as an integer value instead of character, because here you are treated as an integer value. You know, here also pass integer character, integer C. Okay, and here percentage D. Okay, now try to run this program. T, yes, it is false. Let's say 5, yes, it is true. Okay, so whatever the way that your variable is treated, you have to pass such kind of variable. Then doesn't matter. Okay, according to whatever the way you are passing, because you know macros, the data type is not checked at the compile time. Okay, you can check whatever the data you like. Therefore, if you treat this one as a digit, so pass that value as a decimal value. If you treat this one as a character, not an integer value like by previous, then pass this one as a character. Okay, any questions up to here? Shall we move to the next one? Right, the second macro is hex that returned true if the argument is hex digit. Okay, you know the hexadecimal numbers. Okay, hexadecimal numbers means 0 to 9, and 10 is considered as A, 11 is B, and likewise C, D, E until the F. F means 15. Okay, hexadecimal numbers are 0 to 15. Okay, 11 to 15 as mentioned as A to S, A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, it can be capital A to F or it can be simple A to F. Okay, however, user enter 0 to 9 or A to F, you have to return it is true. Otherwise, return this one as false. However, it's mentioned that second macro should refer the first. What does it mean second macro? Okay, now here you mentioned that 0 to 9. 0 to 9 you already checked in the each digit. Okay, you already checked this one. Then it is not required to check that condition again. If it is 0 to 9, you can call this macro inside this macro. May macro එක ඇතුලේ අර macro එක call කරන්න පුළුවන් digit එකක්ද කියලා බලන්න. Okay, that is not sufficient. Okay, you have to check that one as well as, sorry, not that one. If this is 0 to 9, then that is also true. Otherwise, you have to check the A to F also. Okay, I think now you guys can understand this one. So what you have to do now, you have to write first write two macros. First one for the if digit, second one for the check whether A to F. If digit for the 0 to 9, A to F, that's suppose there's a macro called A to F, check whether it is between A to F. Then write the third macro called is hex. You can refer the if digit and A to F inside here. Okay, let's see how to do that one. I think this macro is not required. The if digit already we have written. And write if digit means 0 to 9. 0 to 9 we have to check. And check another one for the A to F. Okay, it is not required for the capital A to F for the another macro, simple A to F for another macro. If you want, you can create two macros for the first one for the capital A to F, second one for the simple A to F. But here I write only one macro for the A to F. Okay, let's say hash define. Let's say is AF, A to F. Let's say AF. AF mean A to F. You have to pass the value. Okay, so what you can do, you can use that one x greater than or equal simple A. Now this is a character. Okay, but because now you know that this one always it is not a digit. No, it can be 0 to 9 as well as characters. Therefore, here obviously you have to treat this one as a character, not this, not like this. දැන් මේ වගේ කරන්න බෑ මේකෙන්. හරි මොකද මේක character එකක් නෙන්නේ. Therefore, x greater than A, that is a one thing. And what is the other thing you can do? Yeah, and greater than A and x less than or equal simple set. Okay, you have to check whether x greater than A, and then if it is less than F, sorry, not the Z, no, it should be F, no, A to F, not the Z, greater than A and x less than or equal F. Okay, that means simple A to F. Okay, otherwise you can do that. Therefore you put a bracket for this one. This is a one condition. Okay, this is a one condition, and I put the O. This is the O operator, and put the second condition. Again, I copy and paste this one, second condition. I copy and paste it here. Check whether it is capital A to capital F. Okay. If the both conditions are, sorry, if one condition is true, therefore I put another bracket here and here. Okay, both conditions. Starting bracket is here, ending bracket is here. If this one true or this one true, then question mark. If it is true, what you can do? Then return true. Let's say all are capital letters. T, simple. T, R, you go. First one is capital. True. And the else what you can do? Else it is false. Okay, now I think you guys can understand this one. A to F, this one, simple A to capital, simple A to simple F, and capital A to capital F, then it is true, otherwise false. Okay, and the each digit we already taken. Okay, now what you can do? Now I have the both of them. Now I can write is hex hash define. Now I can write this is hex. Is hex, let's say X variable. So it is not required to put always X. If you want, you can put A, B, C, whatever the one variable name. Okay, now what you can do? You have to check whether this X, check whether it is 0 to 9 or A to X. Okay. How to do that one? 0 to 9 or A to X. Here you have to do, call that is digit. Copy and paste. Call this is digit with the whatever the variable you pass to the here, X. Okay. Is digit X. Then what you can do? Sorry, yeah, is digit X. Then you have to check whether now this value will return the true or false. No, here you can see is digit, it will return true or false. Okay, check whether it is equal to true. Okay, yeah, you have to put this true as it is. Do not put spelling mistakes. Copy and paste it here because it return whether true or false. If you put the capital simple in different way, then the different answer will be there. Okay, then what you can do, if this is true, that is one condition. Okay, if this is true also, then it can be that hex digit. Okay, otherwise it can be A to F. Okay, then there should be another one. O call is A to F. So here, copy and paste it here. Is A to F. Pass that X. Again, check whether it is equal true. Then you have to use this true. Copy this one and paste it here. Okay, if the both ones are true, so therefore I put the brackets, closing bracket and opening bracket. Okay, if both ones are true, then what you can do? Then output is true. Okay, else output is false. Okay, now what you can do? You can call this is digit here. Now you can see, so now the is digit is hex. Inside the is hex, you are calling is digit and is save. So enter a character and see. After that, is the character hex digit. here you can use is hex and pass this one. Okay, let's check whether it's working properly. Enter a character. Let's say K. K is hex digit false because K is not a hexadecimal character. Okay, it is false. Okay, likewise put a hexadecimal character. Let's say D. You know, D is a hexadecimal character. It belongs to the A to F. Again, it mentioned as false. What happened? Is digit true is A to F. D should be true, no? Is yeah, I think sometimes there's a understanding with this part and this part. Here, we have taken this one as in C, no? Yeah, input type is incorrect. So we have take the character because here we have treat this one as a character, no? A to F, this is treated as a character. Okay, therefore we have to use this one as a char. Okay, and this one should be percentage C. Okay, char and C. After that, then run this one. Character, let's say K is digit false because K is not a digital, you know that K is not a hexadecimal value, not from A to F. Let's say D, it is mentioned as true because you know now it is a character, it is belong to the simple A to F, therefore it is true. Okay, try to put 7. 7, it is mentioned as false. Why? What is the reason? 7 should be true. What happened? Here you pass a character 7. Here it takes as a character 7. Okay, you pass the character 7 to the here. Okay, but here it is treated as a character. No, it is treated as an integer value. Okay, then this is the problem. Therefore, what you have to, since you have taken this one as a character, therefore change this one to the characters also. Here should be character, and here should be it is a character. Because here you pass a character. Therefore, if you check this one as a digit, then it will give you an incorrect answer. Okay, now I think you guys can understand. Okay, check this one as a character range 0 to 9. Okay, now check that one. Again, K, it is false. K is not a hex digit. And D, yes, it is true. It is hex digit. And any other digit 7, yes, it is true. It is hex digit. Okay, and try to run any other one that mean sorry. Yeah, I run this one, stop and return. Take a character, let's say capital F. Yes, it is hex digit. Again, 5. It is true. Let's say capital Y. It is false. Okay, now I think you guys can understand this one properly, and there are some questions. Okay. And there was a question, what is the difference between this one? So here you mentioned that so what is the difference between these? One student asked, what is the difference between this one and this one? Okay, now here means hash stdio.header file mean it is a library function, standard input and output file. It is available in the standard library. Okay, but some header files can be written by you also, custom write. Suppose that it is available in the same directory, then you can use it in this way. According, I think my knowledge is correct. Okay, if the header file is custom file, you can use that one. It is in the same path. Okay, then it will include that one before the that means before the compilation, pre-processing part. Okay, greater than or equal mean it is in the library. So you have to check. That means it is not in your folder. It is in the C library folder. Okay, from the library folder, take this one. Okay, here mean it is not in the library folder. I don't know whether am I correct or not. According to my knowledge, it is in the same folder. Okay, that means it is written by you or that someone else, that it is the file is with you. Then you can include that one. I think that is the difference between this one. I don't know whether am I correct. I'll check and let you know whether it is whether that is the different. And there is another question. So if we input multiple digits characters at the same time for each hex, I think there may be again issue. That means if someone try to enter the multiple characters, let's say 67, it say it is true, but because it take only the first digit. Let's take AK, it is true. KA, it is false because it's take only the first character. Because this is a chassis only about first one character you are taking. Therefore, it check whether only that one. Therefore, take the first character and give you the output. Okay, any other questions? I think I have completed all the parts in the macros. No questions? Shall we move to the next part? Okay, then I will move to the next part. Okay, before going to the today's lab session, I think one of you asked for the examination questions. And there's another question. So could you please explain some of the exam questions? Yeah, we did in the previous week. Okay, there are some exam questions available in the question bank. I can't remember. Then there are 4 essay type questions available. Let's take the first one. Preview. Yeah, this is the one of the essay type question given to you. So what is the question asked? It is asked to write a C program to enter a number and get the summation of that number. Okay, example 4 to 58. Okay, output should be 19. Okay, that means if you say enter 4 to 58, you have to provide the answer as 19. That means how it's come 4 plus 2 plus 5 plus 8. That means it is 19. Okay, you have to add those numbers until that means sorry, you have to add those 4 numbers and give you the answer. Okay, how to do this kind of one? So here I remove this one. What you can do first, declare a variable to hold that number and ask the user to enter a number. And use the scanf. Use the percentage %d and take it to the n number variable. Okay, then what you can do, however, you have to get the summation. Okay, therefore declare a variable for the summation. Let's say int sum, initially it is 0. Okay, then what you can do, you can write a while loop, that means particular loop, while loop or for loop or do while loop, whatever the one, until this, that means, sorry, you have to take the digit one by one. How to take the digit? Suppose that user enter 4258. Then you have to separate the digits. How to separate digit? if you divide this number by 10 and take the remainder, okay? If you divide this one and take the remainder, that means if this number modulus 10, then you will get this 8. Okay. If you divide this number, then you will get 4 to 5. Okay. That you know that when you come to this kind of program, that 4 to 58. Okay. Divide this number by 10. Okay. You know there are 425 is the divider value, and 425 multiplied by 10 is 4,250. Okay, what is the remainder value? 8. Okay, this is how you divide. Okay, you can take this one by taking the number divided by 10. Okay, that means 4258 divided by 10. That means this number. Okay, mute your mics if you are not wish to speak. And how to get this 8? 8 can be taken number modulus 10. Okay, that means 4258 modulus 10. That means this number 8. Okay, then what you can do? Try to take the modulus of that number and you declare a variable called summation. Initially it is 0. Add this 8 to here. After that, take the divisible part of this number. That means 425. Again, try to divide this by 10. Okay, then you will get this 5. Add this 5 to the here. Now you add 8 to the here. After that, add 5 to the here. Then again take the divisible part, 42. 42 again modulus 10. Then you will get 2. Add that 2 to the here. Again, divide that 42. Then you will get 4. Okay, sorry. Take the 42. You divide by, so take the modulus. Then you will get 2. And take the divisible part, it is 4. Again, try to 4 divided by 10. Okay, 4 divided by 10 is 0. Modulus part is 4 plus 4. Modulus part you add to the 0 and the original number becomes 0. Then 4 divided by 10 is 0. Okay, when the number becomes 0, you have to stop your loop. Okay, now I think you guys have a proper idea to do how to do this one. Then, so I think initially you don't know how many times this should be run. If it is 4 times, it should be divided by 4 times. If the number is 5 digit, the loop should run 5 times. If the number is 10 digit, the loop should run 10 times. Initially, you don't know how much the loop should run. Therefore, you can write an infinite loop. Okay. Once this number becomes 0, you can terminate that loop. So how to write an infinite loop? You can use while 1. Okay, 1 means it is true. Okay, you know, any non-zero number is true. That means you can use 8. 8 means true. Okay, 45. That means it is true. Minus 9. That means it is true. Minus 34. That means it is true. 0 means false. Okay, therefore, initially I put 1. 1 means true. Okay, now what we have to do? We have to take the remainder of this number. Take the 8. How to take the 8? That number modulus 10. Okay. You can take this one, that take int remainder, rem. Okay, let's declare this one sum is 0 and remainder. Okay. And here I put remainder is equal, so whatever that number modulus 10. Okay, number modulus 10. Then what you can do, if the number is this one, the 8, this number 8 will be assigned to this remainder. Okay. Then however, what you have to do, you have to do the 8 plus 5 plus 2 plus 4. No? Therefore, put that 8 to your summation. Therefore, what you can do, the summation is equal existing summation plus that remainder value. Okay. Then what you can do, now you have take the remainder. After that, you have take the 5. Okay. Before taking the 5, you have to take the 4 to 5. Okay. Then you can again take the remainder. How take the 4 to 5? 4 to 5 can be taken by the number divided by 10, not the modulus 10. It is divided by 10. That means number divided by 10. That means it is the 425. Okay, assign that one to the number. That means new number is equal existing number divided by 10. Number is equal number divided by 10. Okay. Then what you can do? Now this is infinite loop. This will run infinitely. When you have to stop? Okay. You know when first you will take the number as 4258. Okay. After the first iteration, number will become to the 425 because number is equal number divided by 10. It is 425. The second iteration, it is 42. Third iteration, it is 4. Fourth iteration, it is 0 because 4 divided by 10 is 0. Okay, when it is 0, what you have to do? You have to stop. No point of doing this one again. Therefore, what you can do? If number equal 0, you can break this one. Break this loop. This infinite loop will be break when the number is equal to the 0. Okay. When the infinite is break, all the summation of numbers are in the summation variable. So after this while loop, what you can do here, you can, this is the starting of the while loop, this is the ending of the while loop. Then printf, what is the question now? Print the enter number, get the summation of that number. Okay. Summation equal %d/n summation. Okay, let's try to run this program. Enter number, let's take the same number, 4258. 4258. The summation is 19. Okay, the output should be 19. Okay, any questions up to here? So this is the one way of writing the program. You may think in a different way. Any questions? Shall we move to the next part? No questions. Okay, then I close this one. Let's say the question number 2, preview. Okay, write a program in C that takes a number as input and find the corresponding fortunate number. Okay, what does it mean by fortunate number? Okay, here it's mentioned the fortunate number is the integer that results from adding all the digits of the input until only one remains. Okay, it looks like the previous program. Okay, it looks like the previous program, but what you have to do? You have to add the digit until there is a one remain. Okay, you know the previous program, if the 4258, you have to add 4258. The answer is 19. Okay, here you take the answer as 19, the previous program. But the 19 is 2-digit number. No, you have to get the summation again until there is a 1 digit available. That means again you have to do the 1 plus 9. Then 1 plus 9 is 10. Okay. If the 10 is 1 digit, no, still it is 2 digit. Then what you have to do? Again, do the summation. 1 plus 0. Then you will get 1. Then 1 is a 1-digit number. Okay. That means if the last number is 1 to 9, 1 to 9 mean one digit number. Sorry, not the 1 to 9, 0 to 9. If it is 0 to 9, that means it is a one digit number. Then you can stop your iterations. Okay, දැන් තේරෙනවනේ මොකද්ද කරන්න තියෙන්නේ කියලා. දැන් මේ වගේ ඔක්කොම එකතු කරලා මෙතනින් නවත්තන්න බෑ. ආයි මුලින්දම පටන් ගන්නවා. මේක ආපු ගමන් මේක ඩිජිට් දෙකක් නම් ආයි මුලින්දම පටන් ගන්නවා. කියන්නේ ඩිජිට් දෙකනේ ඩිජිට් එකකට වැඩි නම් ආයි අර ලූප් එක මුලින්දම කරන්න ඕනේ. හරි. ඒ වගේ කරගෙන යනවා අන්තිමට මේකක් ඉතුරු වෙනවා. Okay, now I think you guys have a proper idea of what to do. So we have to do the simple modification. What to do? The same question is here. So you have to take the summation and number divided by this one. Okay, if the number is equal, now when the number is equal to 0, can we break? When the number is equal to 0, you will get 19. Okay, that means number initially 2, 4, 5, 8. After that 4, 2, 5. After that 4, 2. After that 4. After that 0. Okay, when the number is 0, you will get the summation as 19. Okay, if it is 19, can we stop? Yes or no? And the 19 ආවය කියලා කලින් වගේ නවත්තන්න පුළුවන්. Yes or no? No, we can't stop that one because 19 is a 2 digit. Again, we have to do this one. Again, you have to do this one. Therefore, if this is a number, although if the number is 0, although it is a 0, you can't stop. How to check that one? If the summation, because 19 is available in the sum variable, check whether summation is a 2 digit or 3 digit or whatever the number. How to check whether it is not a 1 digit? However, if the summation is 1 digit, you can stop. මේ summation එකට ආපු එක එක digit එක ගන්න නවත්තන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක එකකට වැඩි නම් කොහොමද හොයාගන්න පුළුවන්? How to check whether it is greater than 1 digit? මේක එකකට වැඩිද හොයාගන්න කොහොමද? How to check? Simple condition you have to choose. How to check this summation is greater than 1 digit? Very simple thing you have to think. මේ summation එක එකට වැඩිද කියලා හොයාගන්න කොහොමද digit ගන්න? Anyone has idea how to check whether this summation? Yes, it is greater than 9. Okay, greater than or 9 no, greater than or equal to 10. 9ට වඩා වැඩි නා කියන digit දෙකක් නේ. We assume that there are no any minus values available. Okay, however the value should be from 0 to higher number. No? However, the summation value is greater than 9. That means it is 2 or 3 or whatever the higher digit. 9ට වැඩි කියන්නේ digit එකකට වඩා වැඩි. දෙකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්, තුනක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්, කීයක් හරි වෙන්න පුළුවන්. So therefore you can check that one. If summation is greater than 9. Okay, greater than 9 means 10 and onwards. Okay. If it is greater than 9, okay, can we break? If it is greater than 9, can we break this condition? Yes or no? Make a summation එක 9ට වඩා වැඩි නම් මේක break කරන්න පුළුවන්. Can we break this while? Or do we need to continue anymore from the beginning? Tell me in you whatever the things you have been learned. Yes, we have to continue this one anymore. We can't stop that one. But in the else part, else mean it is 9 no less than 9. That means 0 to 9. If it is less than 9, can we break? If the summation is less than 9, suppose that there are no any minus values available. Okay. If it is less than 9, that means less than or equal 9. Can we stop this while loop? Yes or no? Yes, we can stop because only one digit available. Therefore, cut this break and put it here. In the else part, we can break. Okay. But in the condition, if it is greater than 9, we cannot stop. What we have to do? That means suppose that, that means if this is greater than 9 mean, example, summation is 19. If the summation is 19 mean what you can do? Do this while loop again. Okay. Then what you have to do? Then the new number should be 19. Then කලින් number එක තිබෙ මේකනේ. දැන් අලුත් number එක වෙනවනේ මේක. මෙතන ඉඳන් ආයෙ මුලින්ම කරන්න. So how to do that one? The new number. That means existing number should be replaced by the summation. Our new number is summation now. Okay. Then what you can do? What is the summation? Summation should be initially set to the 0. Now තිබ්බ summation එක ආයෙ 19ම ගන්න බෑනේ. ආයෙ 1.9 ගන්නකොට summation එක බිඳුව කරන්න ඕන. So put the summation to the 0. Set the summation as 0. Okay, and continue that. No continuation keyword is required. If this is true, then it won't be break. Again, the while loop continue. If the number is 0, check whether summation is greater than 9. If it is greater than 9, put the summation to the number and do it again. And the summation, set the initial summation as 0 and again do that one. Okay. However, this continue keyword is optional here because it is automatically continue because there are no any other parts to be run. Okay. Therefore, this continue keyword is optional. If you want, you can put or you can omit. Okay, that's all. Then, however, when it is come to the number 0 and if the summation is less than or equal 9, then it will automatically break. When it is break, you have your fortunate number. So not the summation. Now you can say, what is that fortunate number? Copy and paste. Fortunate number. Okay, just run this program and check. Let's say same number, 4258. 4258. Okay, fortunate number is 1. Okay, you know it is 19. 19 plus 1 is 10. 10 plus is this one. Okay, likewise, try to run a different one. 86, 325. Fortunate number is 6. Check whether it is correct. 8 plus 6. What is the 8 plus 6? 6, 14. 14 plus 3. 17. 18, 19. 19 plus 5 is 19 plus 5 is 24, no? Okay. Then summation of this one is 24. Okay, 24 again it is 2 digit. Again take this one again. 24. 24. 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. So this is the fortunate number. And this is the program code. It is very simple. I don't think that there is very harder part that means to be able to memorize. Okay, very simple. If you know the logic, you can answer this one. That's why I asked. That's why I told you from the beginning, do not try to memorize the codes. Okay, if you try to memorize this kind of code, you will never pass this subject. You have to get the idea of what to do. You have to get the logic properly. Okay, because you are going to write the programs. That means you will become a programmer. Okay, in order to become the programmer, there should be proper thinking abilities. Okay, you must improve your thinking abilities. Okay, otherwise you can't pass this subject. Obviously, you will be failed if you try to memorize this code. For an example, if you want to write this kind of program, you have to do this kind of one. There should be if condition, then there should be greater than 9, and there should be else, and there should be break. If you try to memorize this like a parrot, then obviously you will be fail this subject. මේක මේ ගිර වගේ කටපාඩම් කරන්න ගියොත් අනිවාර්යෙන් fail වෙනවා. final year නෙමෙයි final exam එක හදන්නෙත් එහෙමම තමයි. හරි? කටපාඩම් කරොත් අර සිංහලෙන් කිව්වොත් කෙලවෙන්නම තමයි හදන්නේ. කවදාවත් කටපාඩම් කරලා මේ වගේ subject එකක් ගොඩ යන්න බෑ. You have to improve the thinking ability. Okay, that's why we have given this kind of one in the assignment also. If you can't think this kind of one in the given time period, obviously you will be failed this subject. Okay, let's try the third question. Okay, now this is this we have to print this pattern. So this looks like a Christmas tree. Okay, you have to print this Christmas tree pattern. Okay, how to do this one? So you have to identify there are 3 parts available. Okay, try to draw the first part, after that second part, after that third part. Okay, before going to this one, anyone has question from the previous one? Okay, then move to this part. I will erase this one. Okay, now suppose that we need to print this one. Okay. Now, when you are going to print this kind of one, you have to identify the pattern properly. Okay. Take this one as part 1 and here to here, part 2 and here to here, part 3. Okay, you have to print first one in the part 1, you have to print only 1 star, second iteration 3 stars. That means the outer for loop. Okay, outer for loop first iteration only 1 star, outer for loop second iteration 3 stars, outer for loop third iteration you have to print 5 stars, outer for loop last iteration you have to print 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 stars. Okay, before printing you can see there is another pattern available. Okay, before printing the first star you have to print some spaces, empty spaces. Okay, so how many empty spaces available? Okay, tell me that before printing the first star, how many empty spaces you need to print? Quickly give me the answer. You can print only 1 star, no? Before printing this one, how many empty spaces available here? Calculate and tell me. Quickly give me the answer. How many empty spaces you need to print? One, two, three. Here 3. Is that 3? Because there are another empty spaces. Because if you put only 3 spaces, this is enough, but you can't print the other one. Okay, now you know this star. You can get the idea. This star is same as this one. The same length is there here to here. Did you identify? May length so it is aligned in the vertically. That means same length from the left side should be there. මේ තරුවේ තියෙන length එක සමානයි. පේනව නේද? ඉතින් මේ තරුවේ length එක ගණන් කරගන්න බැයි නම් මේකෙන් ගණන් කරගන්න. ඒ length එක තමයි මෙතනටත් තියෙනවා. How many length available for this one? Here 1, here 1 2, 1 2 3, 1 2 3 4. Sorry, 1 2 1 2 3. How many stars we need? Here 6 stars, no? Here 1, here 1 2, here 1 2 3, here. I also can't find that one in proper way. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, no? Here 1. Yeah, 6 stars. Here only 1. Here 1 2. Here 1 2 3. Here 1 2 3 4. Here 1 2 3 4 5. Here 1 2 3 4 5 6. දැන් මෙතන තියෙන එක හිඩසයිනේ තියෙන්නේ මෙතන වෙද්දි මේ මෙතන හිඩසක් නැහැ මෙතන ස්පේස් එකක් නැහැ අන්තිමේදී මෙතන 1යි මේක වෙද්දි 2යි මෙතන 2ක් ඕන මෙතන 3ක් ඕන මෙතන 4යි මෙතන 5යි මෙතන 6යි. Okay, there should be 6, sorry, not the stars, 6 spaces. 6 spaces here, 6 spaces. Okay, then what you can do now, you have some proper idea of how to do this one. Okay, now before printing the spaces, you have to write the outer for loop. Okay, you can write, let's say this, put a comment, this is a part 1. Part 1. For int I equal, now this is outer for loop. Outer for loop in how many iterations should be run. Okay, now I am going to print only the first one. Okay, how many rows available? Tell me how many rows. How many rows available? Quickly. This is part 1. This is part 2. This is part 3. Okay, part 1 1 2 3 4. there are 4 floors available. That means the outer for loop should run 4 times. Okay. Then we can write for I equals 0, I less than 4, I plus plus. Okay. Then what you have to do? Then initially you have to print 1, 2, 3, 4. First iteration, there should be 6 empty spaces. පළවෙනි එකේ 6ක් print කරන්න ඕන. හරි දෙවෙනි iteration එකේ 5යි. ඊගාවට 6යි 5යි 4යි 3යි. එහෙමනේ print කරන්න තියෙන්නේ. So first you have to print there are another for loop. Let's say int j start from 0. You know it should be run 6 times. Okay. J less than 6 and j plus plus. Okay, then what you can do, you can use the printf, put space. Okay, when the I is 0, you have to print start from 0 less than 6. Less than 6 means 5. Okay, 0 to 5 means 6 stars. බිඳුවේ ඉඳන් පටන් ගන්න බිඳුවේ ඉඳන් 5 කියලා කියන්නේ 6ක් එතකොට. So 0 to 5, there it will be print 6 empty spaces. Okay, but the second iteration, when the I comes to the 1, how many stars do you have to print? Second iteration, second line, how many stars? First one, you have to print 6 stars. Sorry, not the 6 stars, 6 spaces. Second iteration, how many spaces should be print? පළවෙනි එක 6ක් print කරනවා. හරි. දෙවෙනි එකේ කීයක් print කරන්න ඕනේ? How many things you have to print? 5. Okay, 5 spaces. So then you have to put this one is 5. So how to get the 5? When the I is 1, this should be 5. That means you can check 6 minus I. Did you get that one? 6 minus I. When the I is 0, 6 minus 0 means 6. 6ක්ම print කරන්න ඕනේ. I එක එක වෙද්දී 6න් I ගාන අඩු කරන්න. I එක කියන්නේ 6 එකක් ගියම 5යි. ඒකට 5ක් print කරන්න. I දෙක වෙද්දී 6න් දෙකක් අඩු කරන්න. 4ක් print කරන්න. 4ක් print වෙනවා. Okay, likewise you have to identify the pattern. Okay, now we have print that one. After that, what you can do now, in the first iteration, when I is 0, it prints 6 stars. Okay, before going to the next iteration, what you have to do, the same outer for loop, once you print the empty 6 spaces, sorry, always I put this one as stars, forget, sorry for that one, they are not stars, they are spaces. Okay, after you print the spaces, then you have to print this star. Okay, the first iteration only 1 star, second iteration 3 stars, after that 5, after that 7. Therefore you have to write another for loop inside the outer for loop but outside the inner for loop. Inner එකෙන් එළියේ but outer එක ඇතුළේ. So you can write for int j, you can use the same one because j is here. You can use the same j. If you want, you can change it to the k or something, but you can use a j here. J equal 0 and j less than, j equals 0, j less than, let's say first time you have to put 1 stars, no? That means j less than 1. Okay, then j plus plus. What you have to do, you have to print star. Okay, j is 0, j less than 1. Okay, that only 1 star. Okay, less than 1 means 0. Okay, when the j is 1, it will be terminated. But the second iteration, you have to print 3. That means when the I is 2, you have to print 3 stars. Okay, now you have to identify the pattern. Okay, you know when the I and j values. Okay, here when the I is 0, you have to print only 1 star. J should run only 1 time. මේ I එක 0 වෙලාවට J එක එකපාර run කරන්න ඕනේ. Okay, but when the I is 1, when I is 1, there should be 3 stars. When the I is 0, 1, 2, here 2. When the I is 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stars. That means J should be run. That means inner for loop should run 5 times. Here, when the I is 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Did you find any pattern between I and J? Okay. You can see this is equal I multiplied by 2 minus 1. Isn't it? Minus 1 or plus 1? Sorry, plus 1, no? That means if you take I is 0. 0 multiplied by 2 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. Here again, I is 1. 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay, you can take. When I is 2, 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay, when the I is 3, 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. So our pattern is correct. Whatever our equation is correct. So now what we can do, we can use it to the here. Okay. Here J should be less than I should be multiplied by 2 and plus 1. I multiplied by 2 and plus 1. Okay, you can print this kind of pattern. Okay, now try to run this program whether this part 1 is okay. What happened? 1, 3. Okay, however, the stars has been printed 1, 3, 4, and 7, but it is in the same line. Why? Once you print this kind of 1, before going to the next iteration, in the next iteration is on the same sign. Once you print this star, before going to the next iteration, you have to use next line /n. That means next line. Okay, now try to run this program. Here, now you can see we have printed that this part with some spaces. Here you can see there are some spaces available. That space also available. Okay, now you have accomplished the first part. Now we can move to the second one. Okay, likewise, step by step, go to the your program. Identify it in proper way, because I also can't do this one in the one program. We have to think and write. Okay, now we can move to the second one. Okay, you know the second one also the same one as the previous one. මේ වගේම pattern එකක් නේද මෙතනක් තියෙන්නේ. වෙනසකට තියෙන ටිකක් ලොකුයි මේ. Okay, so think that one. So do you need to think again this one? No, you can use the same code. This is also the same pattern. Okay, then what you can do? So you can copy this one. This is the part 1 and put the comment as part 2. Part 2 and paste it here and do the modification. Okay. Now here first one you have run 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. Part 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Here that is why it is 4. But the part 2, how many rows available? Now පළවෙනි එකේ නැතින 1 2 3 4යි. හරි out of all loop එක 4 පාර run කරන්න ඕනේ. මේක කී පාරක් ඕනද? How many times? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So change this one to the 7. So it's very easy. Okay. Then what you can do? Okay. How many spaces you have to print? It is same. Here also 6 spaces. Here also 6 spaces. Then do you need to change this one? No, you can use it as it is. Print the same spaces. Okay. Then the next one. When you are multiplying 1 by 1, do you need to change this one? No, it is same. Okay. Then try to run this program. Here, the output is there. So very simple. Once you create first part, you can easily take the other parts. එකක් හැදුවට පස්සේ දරු ඉතුරු ටික පටපට ගාලා හදාගන්න පුළුවන්. මොකද ඉතුරු හදපු එකේ ඔළුවේ තියනකොට මොකද්ද කරේ කියලා. ඒ අනුව මේකේ පැරාමීටර්ස් පොඩ්ඩක් වෙනස් කරගන්න විතර මේ ඇත්තට මොකද්ද කරන්න උනේ? මෙන්න මේ 4 කරා විතරයි. ඉතුරු ටික පටස් ගාලා ආවා. So we can identify that one. Okay, now we have drawn the upper part of the Christmas tree. Okay, now we have drawn the last one. Okay, last one is, you know, it is very easy. So I can use the same one and modify. Let's say this is, I will take this one again, copy. Let's say part 3. Part 3. Okay. Now do the modification. Now this is a rectangle. This is a rectangle. Okay. How many iteration, how many times out of all loop should run? How many rows available in the last part? මේ තුන්වෙනි part එකේ rows කීයක් තියෙනවද? How many rows? 1 2 3 4. There are 4 rows. Okay, therefore out of all loop should run 4 times. Okay, here out of all loop, not the 7, it should be 4. Okay. Then we need to print the spaces. Okay, how many spaces should be print in the first iteration? When the I is 0, when the first out of all loop, how many spaces should be print here? When the space key print කරන්න ඕනද? මේ එක print කරන්න කලින්. So here you can say 1 2 3, 3 spaces. So here, you know, always it is 3. Is it change time like as in the previous? කලින් වගේ වෙනස් වෙනවද මේ 3 කියන එක? මේකේ 3 ඊගාවකේ 2 වෙනවද මේක? Yes or no? Is that is change? The spaces? Is the spaces are going to change in the each iteration? Yes or no? No, therefore it is fixed. Therefore what you can do in the spaces, it is not required to use the 6 minus I. You can use 6, or not the 6. How many spaces? 3 spaces. 1 2 3. Therefore 3, less than 3 is enough. Print that space. Okay, now how many stars you have to print? First iteration, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. How many stars? 7 stars should be print. Okay, then do you need this kind of mathematical equation? Is it required? මේ වගේ මේ දැන් කලින් වගේ මේ වගේ ත්‍රිකෝණයක් නෙමෙයි නේද තියෙන්නේ. හැම වෙලේම සමානයි. Okay, always it is 7. You have to print 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Then you can remove this one and j should be less than 7. Always it should print 7 times. Okay, that's all. So check whether it's run. Check whether it's working properly. Here, this is the pattern. So it's very simple. The hardest part is the first one. How to think that way. Then you can reuse that code. That's why I told you always try to get the logic properly. Do not memorize. Okay? දැන් මම මේක මේ කටපාඩමෙන්ද ගැහුවේ නෑ එකයි ගැහුවේ මේක විතරයි මම ගැහුවේ. ඊට පස්සේ මේක මේ copy paste කර code එක පොඩ්ඩක් modify කරපු විතරයි කරේ. Okay, you cannot memorize this kind of thing. You have to identify the logic. After that, print the pattern. Okay, any questions up to here? So this is the part 1 and this is the part 2. The same copy of the part 1, just change this one. මේ part 1 එකේ part 2 එකේ මොකක්ද උනේ? මේ 4 7 වුණා විතරයි. අනිත් ඔක්කොම එහෙමම. In the part 3, there are some little bit changes. The 7 become to the 4 and this is fixed and this is fixed. කලින් වගේ මේ වෙනස් වෙන variable ආවේ නැහැ මේ වගේ මේවා fix වුණා. මොකද මේක rectangle එකක් ඒ දෙක විතරයි. All other things are same. Any questions up to here? The last question. This one. Okay, before going to this one, any question from the previous? Okay, seems to be you don't have any question. Therefore, I'll move to this one. Okay, assume that you are a software engineer of the, we don't know whatever the things that whatever the company, and you are asked to develop the program to rotate 2D matrix. Okay. Details of the program implemented are mentioned below. Okay. Write a C program to create 2D integer array, that means 2D matrix of size 3 by 4. Okay, here it is mentioned to the size 3 by 4. This kind of one. 3 rows, each row contains 4 elements. 3 by 4 means there are 3 arrays, each array contains 4 elements. Okay. Insert value to the first row of the array from the keyboard. Okay. So you have to take the keyboard input and assign 0. That means suppose that user will enter the 0, user will enter the 56, 15, 1 and 7. After that user will enter 0. Okay, but we don't know what are the things user enter. Suppose that user will enter that values. Okay, write a function called display array to display the content. Okay, here write the function. So this is the function prototype. Okay, you know, I told you when you are writing array, always the array size should be passed as a different parameter, because you cannot take this one as a size of function, because arrays are passed as references, that mean pointers. Okay, therefore the size cannot be identified inside the function. Therefore the size of the function, how many rows or how many columns are available, you have to pass as parameters. Okay, in your main function call display array, you have to call the display array to display the array created, and rotate the content of the array by 1 to the forward direction as mentioned below. Okay, so here forward mean once you create this one, this number 56, 15, 1, 7 should come to the second row. Okay, and second row, whatever the value 0 should come to the third row. And the third row, whatever the values available, should rotate to the first row. මොකද දෙන්න තියෙන්නේ පළවෙනි row එකේ තියෙන value ඔක්කොම දෙවෙනි row එකට යන්න ඕන, දෙකේ තියෙනව තුනට යන්න ඕන, තුනේව එකට යන්න. So example, move the content of the second row to the third row, second row to the third row, and the first row to the second row, first row to the second row, and the third row to the first row. Okay, call the display array to display the content after rotating. Okay, this is the before rotating, this is the after rotating. Okay, now what we have to do, that we don't know whether you enter 0 values or whatever the one. Always what we have to do, we have to put the first row, change it to the second one, and second one we have to put it to the third one we have to put it to the first one. Okay, now how to do this one? So I will erase this one. First create an array in ARR. So it is mentioned as 3 by 4. Okay, sometimes you may ask the question, ask user to give the size of the array. User size 3 by 4. User 5 by 6. Okay, but here the question is 3 by 4. So that means 3 arrays, each array contains 4 elements. Okay, now what you have to do? So we can hard code these values, but it has to take the keyboard inputs, no? Okay. Here it is asked for the keyboard input for the only for the first one, no? After that, assign 0 for the other element. Okay, so you can assign the zeros for the other element. So here I will little bit do this one. I will take the old element from the user. Okay, take the old element from the user. 4. But it is not required. The question asks to take only the first row. Other rows you can put it as zeros. 4 int I equals 0. Okay, there are 4 arrays available. Therefore, outer for loop should run. Sorry, there are 3 arrays available. Therefore, outer for loop should run 3 times. I equals 0. I less than 3. Otherwise, whatever the user entered value. If this is a user defined array, the 3 by 4 or 7 by 6 or whatever the one, then take the user entered size. Okay, then I plus plus. Okay, and inner for loop should run each, that means in the first array, it should run 4 times. Okay, the inner for loop should run int I equals 0. Sorry, not the I, it should be j. And the j less than 4 times and j plus plus. Okay, then what you can do, you can ask user to enter. Okay, here the question asks take only the first row. I am going to enter all the element from the user. Okay. S out, sorry, not this out. It is for the Java. You have to use the printf. Enter array, let's say 0, 0 location. Enter array 0, 0 location value. Okay. Suppose that here initially it is 0, 0 location, after the 0, 1, after 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4. Sorry. 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3 location. Likewise, after that 1, 0, 1, 1, likewise. So here instead of 0, 0, you can use that I and j values. Therefore, you can use the percentage d and percentage d and pass that I and j value. I means 0, j means 0, 0, 0 location. Okay, take this one to the array required location. Scanf percentage d and put it to the array ij location. 0, 0 mean ij location. Okay, since this is a specific element, put the %% to here. That means you need the memory address of this one. Okay, then what you can do, now you have taken all the values, all the keyboard inputs. Then what you can do? Write a function to display the array. Before rotating, need to display the array. So therefore, this is the function prototype. So I copy this one as it is and put the function prototype to the here. And after the main function, I am declaring that one function here. Okay, and after that, open and close. Okay, this is a function prototype and this is a function declaration. Okay, now what we have to do in the display array, we need to display all the array elements. So what you can do? So here you can write the for int I equals 0, I less than, you know that if it is array 3 by 3, it should run how many rows available. Okay, outer for loop always considering the how many rows and inner for loop considering the how many columns. Okay, the rows is available here, the 3 is available here, that I less than row and I plus plus. After that again, the inner for loop int j equals 0, j less than columns and j plus plus. Okay, then what you can do, you can use the printf function to print that value. Let's say percentage d. After that, put some space. Okay, sometimes user may enter the 2-digit numbers, no, because there are 2-digit numbers available. Then I think not the space. I think the tab is referred, no. I mean 2-digit number උත් එවනවානේ. එතකොට space තිබ්බොත් එහෙනම් මෙතන පොඩි gap හිටිනවා. මේ එක ළඟට තියෙන gap එක අඩුයි, මේවා gap එක වැඩි. So therefore I will use the /t. Okay. So then pass that whatever the you passed array arr ij location. Okay, print this one. Okay, you are printing that. Okay, after you print in one line 56 1517, the second line also print in the same line. Okay, therefore once the inner for loop is finished, you have to go for the /n. That means printf /n. Go to the next row. Otherwise, the values will be printed in the same line. Okay, now, okay, after here in the main program, after you take all the keyboard inputs, the question asks to, in your main program, call the display function to display the array created. So you can call display array and pass this ARR and pass columns are 3, rows are 3, columns are 4. Okay, sometimes students may think that this is the ARR, that is why we have put this ARR. It can be different thing. Okay, this ARR is a different thing. You can use ARR2 or X or Y or whatever the variable here. Okay, this ARR and this ARR are two different things. The same reference is there, but two different names. You can change the names if you want. Okay, display array 3 or 4. Okay, now try to run this program before rotating. Okay, put printf here, because here the before rotating should be there. Put before rotating /n. Okay, now run this program. Okay, take the keyboard input, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, now I have entered 1 to 12 numbers. So here 1, 2, 3, 4 for the first one, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that is why I put this /t. Otherwise, the gap is, the format is little bit different than here. The format එක මේ විදිහට මෙන්න පයින්නවා එළියට එනකොට. මේ වගේ 10 11 වගේ එනකොට එළියට පයින්නවා. ඒකෙන් තමයි /t එකක් දැම්මේ මෙතන. Okay, however, now whatever the matrix you are printing as it is. Okay, now what we have to do, rotate the content of the rows by 1 and forward direction and show it below. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to convert this one to the here and this one to the here and last one to the upper one. Okay, how to do this one? Now, after you display this one, what we have to do, we have to write the mechanism to shift the values to the next rows. Okay, now how to do this one? You have to think the mechanism. Okay, when you are rotating this kind of one, suppose that now you write a for loop, and inside the for loop, you are going to shift these values, shift this value to the next one. Okay, but here the values are 0, but there are some values available in the second one. No? Then when you are shifting this one to the here, what happened to the values in the second one? According to this example, it doesn't matter, there are 0 values are available, but suppose that there are important values available, then when you put 56 to the here, the original value here will be lost. And the 15 will be lost. So not the 15, the 0 value here will be lost. When you shift the 1 to the here, the original value in the second row, column will be, second row will be lost. Therefore, the values in this one will be lost when you shift the value to the here. Therefore, what you have to do, you have to back up this one to a different location. Okay, since there are 1, 2, 3, 4 values available, you can declare a backup array. Likewise, int, let's say, you can use whatever way you like. Here I use the backup array. How many size? 1, 2, 3, 4. Size is 4. Okay, declare a backup array and assign this value to this backup array before you are shifting. Okay, then after you shifting, what happened? This backup values should be shift to the next one. Okay, so then sometimes there can be however, you have to take this kind of backup one when you are shifting. But so when you are shifting from here to here, so initially the backup value is this is the 0th row, this is the first row, this is the second row. The first row values you are in the backup location. After that you shift to the here. Okay, then when you come to the here, this backup values you have to put it to this location And this location values, you have to put it to another backup. Either may the method values to lost the land in make may backup the method may backup a method make a backup because then gun. Make a backup make a band make a values. So you have to create another backup. Okay, therefore there is I think you can do that one, but there is a little bit complicated. We need the two backups when you are shifting one by one. That means if you start from top to bottom, so we need some two backup arrays. But if you think in a different way, for an example, not from top to bottom. Okay, if you start from bottom to top, okay, start from that means this is the 0, this is 1, this is 2. Start from the second one. Okay, when you start from second one, what you have to do? The first one values you have to put to the backup location, the third one. Okay, therefore, before taking the first one value to the last one, take this value to a backup location. Okay, then shift these values to the last one. Okay, then when you move to the, now you start from bottom to up, no? Then you will move to the 1. Then what you can do? Then again take the backup of this one to this one and move this one to the here. Okay, then the one backup is enough. Okay, sometimes in the top to bottom also you can do it in a one backup, but I think there should be a two backup if you start from top to bottom. So when you start from bottom to top, only one backup array is enough to place the values. But however, according to this example, the backup array is not required because they are garbage 0 values. But suppose that there are important values available, then what you have to do? You need a backup array to save that one. Or otherwise, another 2D matrix. Backup and නැත්නම් මේ වගේම තව 2D matrix එකක් දාගන්න ඕන ඒ ටික දාගන්න. Okay, put this for 2D matrix and assign the replace the values to the here. Okay, now here I use this kind of backup. Okay, now how to use this thing? Here I will create a backup array int backup. According to this example, there should be 1, 2, 3, 4 columns available. Okay, therefore I put this one as 4. Okay, but if the values are assigned by the user, that size is 3 by 4 or 5 by 7 or whatever the one, then put the relevant column to the here. Here I hard code this one as 4 since the question has only 3 by 4. Okay, now I have this kind of backup array. Then what you can do? I need to start from bottom. Okay, then I will write a for loop int I equal. So usually you start from the top. No, top means 0. What is the bottom value? So this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. Okay, if you start from bottom, the value is 2. 2 means number of rows minus 1. The rows in 2 suppose that there are 10 rows available, then start from 9. Okay. Now what we can do here, I use I is not 0, I start from 2. Okay, then 2, 1 and 0. Start from 2, then after that 1, then after that 0. Okay, then what you have to do is start from 2, then I not the less than, then it should be greater than or equal 0. At the 0, you have to stop. And I should be reduced 1 by 1. Okay, start from bottom. Then what you can do? Then you can write another for loop, take the 1 by 1, take the first one, second one, third one, fourth one, and move the values 1 by 1 to the here. Okay, now, and again there's a problem. Now when you are writing this kind of for loop, let's write the for loop. For, let's say int j equal, j you can start from 0 to 4, sorry 0 to 3. start from 0 and j less than 4. J less than 4 means 0 to 3. Okay, and j plus plus. Okay, now here you have write the code to shift one by one. That means how to shift that, you know that shifting mean this 0 you have to take it to here. However, you know the array locations. That means here see, wait, here 0, 1, 2, here 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. However, what you have to do, that here the 2, 0 location value should be equal to the 1, 0 location. That means 1, 0. This value should be shift to the here. Array 1, 0 location put to the array 2, 0 location. 1, 0 එක 2, 0 එකට දාන්න. 1, 1 එක 2, 1 එකට දාන්න. 1, 2 එක 2, 2 එකට දාන්න. This here to the here, here to the here, here to the here. Okay, that means you know that you can simply do this one. This last one is array 2, 0 location. That means array 2, 0 location value is equal. That means 2, 0 value, this one equal 1, 0 location. This is 1, 0. Array 1, 0. 1, 0 එකේ තියෙන එක 2, 0 එකට දාන්න. මේක මෙතනට දාන්න. Okay. Likewise, the next iteration here to here, here to here, here to here. Okay, but here you can't use the 2, 0 value. No? How to take the 2? 2 is I value. Here 2 is I 0. 0 mean it is j value. Ij value is equal here 1. How to take the 1? 1 mean I minus 1. Here this is the I, no? This value you can take I minus 1. Okay. Here I minus 1 and here the again this is j. Okay. However, that I minus 1, I minus can ඒකටට උඩින් තියෙන එක. ඒ උඩින් තියෙන එක මේකට දාන්න. Okay. Likewise, you can shift that one. Okay, then what happens when you put that one to the here? This 0 will be assigned to the here. Then what happens? This original value, it will be lost. දැන් මේක දාපු ගමන් මොකද වෙන්නේ? මේකේ තිබ්බ value ටික නැති වෙලා යනවා. දැන් පළවෙනි iteration එක මේක නැති වෙනවා, දෙවෙනි iteration මේක නැති වෙනවා. ඔක්කොම ටික අන්තිමේදී bottom line එකේ තියෙන මොකද වෙන්නේ? data ටික නැති වෙලා යනවා. So what you have to do before doing this kind of one, take the bottom line to the backup variable. That means backup array. මේක මෙහෙම shift කරන්න කලින් යාව ගන්න ඕන backup එකට. So therefore I will write that one in the outside of the for loop. Initially I'll take that backup for, let's say int I equals 0, I less than 4, only one for loop is enough. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 values available, and I plus plus. Okay, then what you can do, take it to the backup variable. That means backup is a 1D array, backup I location, that means the backup array first location is equal array 2, 0 location. Do you understand? So array this 2, 0 location. Array 2, 0 location. Next iteration 2, 1 location. 2, 0 location means this one. Take the 2, 0 location to the here. After that 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. You know 2 is the fix. Therefore, this 0 is going to be changed. 0, 1, 2. Therefore, this is j. 2 is fixed. Sorry, not the j. This is I. Okay, because I have mentioned this one as I value. I is going to change. Therefore, take the backup of the last row to the backup variable you have mentioned. So remember that this is the way of thinking way of I thinking. Okay, මේ මම හිතපු විදිය ඕගොල්ලෝ වෙන ක්‍රමයකින් හිතන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් මේ ක්‍රමයටම යන්න එපා. හරි මේක තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් ඕගොල්ලෝ වෙන ක්‍රමයක් හිතා ගන්න. So sometimes you may think the easier way than this one. Okay, therefore you have to improve your own ability. Okay, now I have put that one to the backup array. Okay, now what you can do, now I can assign that one to the here, therefore backup is available here. Okay, now okay, now the backup variable. Okay, suppose that declare that array. Now this kind of backup array available. Okay, this backup array 1, 2, 3, 4. This last row is stored in here. Okay, then we move this one to the here. Okay, in the next iteration, when it is come to the when I is 1, when I is 1, what happened? When I is 1, it come to the here, then the upper value assigned to the here. I 1 එනකොට බිංදුව එක මෙතනට එනවා. Okay, likewise when I is 0, when the I come to the here 0, what happened? So from here you are trying to take the values. That means minus 1 location. Do you have any location? Do you have any values here? No. Therefore, when the I come to the 0, what happened? There are no values in the array in the upper part. Now, however, when you come to the second value, second row, the first one assigned to the last one. When you come to the first one, the 0th location assigned to the here. But when you come to the 0th, what happened? Do you have any values to assign to the here? No. Then where is which value you have to assign here? There is no any upper values available. For the 0th location, what are the values to be assigned? 0th row, what are the values to be assigned? 0th row, what are the values to be assigned? බිංදුවට මොකද assign කරන්න? We have to assign the values in the last row. දැන් එකේ තියෙනවා දෙකට ගත්තා, බිංදුවේ තියෙනවා එකට ගත්තා. එකට මොනවද දාන්නේ? ඒකට දාන්න තියෙන අන්තිම එක කරකල උඩට ගන්න එපා. අන්තිම ඒවා කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ? Where is that values in the last row? Where are those values? Do you understand my questions? අපි දැන් මොකද්ද කරේ මේ එකේ තියෙනවා මේකට දැම්මා බිංදුවේ තියෙනවා මේකට දැම්මා. නමුත් බිංදුවට ආවට පස්සේ iteration එක මොකද වෙන්නේ? බිංදුවට ආවට පස්සේ උඩ values මුකුත් නැහැ මේකට දාගන්න. කොහෙන්ද ගන්නෙ? මේ යටින් තියෙන එක ගන්න පුළුවන්ද? බෑ ඒ values වෙනස් කරලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒකයි කලින් backup එකකට ගත්තේ අන්තිම value එක. මොකද මේ value නැති වෙන හින්දා backup එකකට ගත්තා. ඒ backup එක තමයි උඩට දාන්න ඉන්නේ. Backup එක කලින් අරන් තිබ්බේ ඒකයි. So that's why we have taken the backup. The backup value should be filled to the top row. Do you understand why we put the backup here? Okay, now what we can do? Now this, whatever the inner for loop, this one is incorrect always. It is always correct when the I is not equal 0. මේක හරි I එක 0 නොවන වෙලාවට. I බිංදුව උනොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ? උඩින් ගන්න බැරි හින්දා backup එකෙන් තමයි ගන්න ඕනේ. Therefore what you can do, this line, this whatever the highlighted one is incorrect when the I is 0. I එක බිංදුව වෙලාවට මේ line එක වැරදි. අනිත් වෙලාවට විතරයි හරි. Therefore what you can do, if I equal 0, this is incorrect, but else mean not equal 0. That mean in the else part this is correct. I එක බිංදුව වෙන්නේ නැති වෙලාවට විතරයි මේක හරියන්නේ. Okay, I එක බිංදුව වලට මොකද ගන්න තියෙන්නේ? මේකෙන් ගණන් හරියනවද? නැහැ, backup එකෙන් ගන්න ඕනේ. We have to take it from the backup. Okay, that mean I copy this one and paste it to the here. Okay, that array ij location, do not take it from the upper row. උඩින් ගන්න එපා. මේ I -1 එකෙන් ගන්න එපා. මොකද එහෙම එකක් නැහැ උඩ. That is array out of bound. Okay, therefore here take it from the backup. Take the backup If the j is 0, take the j value. If the j is 0, take the 0 value. If j is 1, take the 1. If j is 2, you take the 2. Likewise, backup j location, you have to take the values. Okay, now I think you guys have some idea of how to do this one. Okay, now we have shifted. Okay, once this for loop starting from here, for loop end from here, then it is correct. Then what you can do, again you can print. Okay, you can use the printf. Let's say after rotating. So take the copy of this one and paste it here. Again, call this display array. Copy this one and paste it here. Before rotating, here after. After rotating, this one. Okay, now try to run this program. Enter values. I will assign 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, before rotating, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, the 1, 2, 3, 4 came to the second one, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 5, 6, 7, 8 came to the last row, 5, 6, 7, 8. The last one, 9, 10, 11, 12 came to the first row, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. However, the question asks to print this way. That means assign that values. What are the values? 56, 15, 1, 7. 56, 15, 1, and 7. 56, 15, 1. Others are zeros. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. However, 57, 15, 1, 7, it come to the here, and other values rotate to the whatever the way is required. Okay, this is the answer for this one. Any questions up to here? So this is the answer. So I think I have done all the questions, that essay type questions given in the exam. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as well as don't think that this kind of simple questions will be available in the final exam. Okay. But sometimes it can be easier than this one, but the questions will be questions will be available with some more logical test. Okay. Sometimes you may think that there are you have to think a little bit when you are doing this kind of one. Sometimes this can be this kind of question. Sometimes it can be harder than this one or easier than this one. However, always question is based on the logical thinking. Okay. If you cannot think whatever the way how to solve that particular question, you won't be past this exam. Yeah, that is why I repeat this one again and again. Do not try to memorize these things. Okay. However, you have to memorize how to write the for loop, the syntax you have to memorize. When you are writing the for loop, initial declaration should be there and the condition should be there. After that, the increment and decrement. Those things you have to memorize. We can't stop that one. But the logical thinking you cannot memorize. You have to think. Okay, because all of you have did the math for the A levels, no? I think you have the thinking ability. Okay, any questions up to here? Because now is 3:05. I think there today that one. Today I am planning to do that lab session 11, that structure, union, and pointers. This one. But however, unfortunately, I don't have time. I have only 10 minutes remaining. I can't do the structure union and pointers within 10 minutes because at least I need 3 hours to complete all the parts. Okay, structures, unions, and the pointers. However, the structures union is the new things to you, but however, pointers, most of the things we have been covered in the previous lectures and the labs. That means when you do the arrays, you know how the pointers works. However, now since this is the last lab session, I think according to the academic calendar, for the batch 21, all the batches, the November 14th and onwards is the reading week. Therefore, this is the last week and this is the last lab session. Therefore, however, I have to cover this one because this is a very important part in the C program. Therefore, I will upload the recording, and based on the recording, you can read the recordings and try to do these exercises available. Okay, there are several exercises in several locations. Okay, most of things you can self-study this one. Okay, that means all the things are mentioned in clearly in this tutorial. You can self-study this one, as well as I will assign a recording of these pointers, structured pointers, and the union and the pointers. Okay. As well as I will upload the link. Wait. Upload a link to submit the answers for the structures, pointers, and the union. Date November 8 until November 13th. Okay, you have 5 days available. Is the Friday markup assignment online or physical? Is it for everyone, for only for the ineligible student? Okay, I have, I think I have no idea about the markup assignment based on the Friday. I will inform you. You have to check with the your lecturer, Miss Shashika Kumarasinghe. Call to her and you can take the information of the markup assignment to be held on the Friday. Okay. Okay. Now today you have 5 days available. Any questions up to here before wind up the class? If you don't have any question, I can conclude the lab session. Okay, seems to be you don't have any questions. Therefore, I will conclude the lab session, and as well as good luck for your final examination. Thank you.